From the San Diego Food Bank.
This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? It is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man coming to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Wow, just getting back onto the airwaves of the mightier 1090, back on the airwaves on a Monday afternoon, radio, YouTube. Hey, YouTubers, by the way, we're like 1,000 away now from getting to our goal of 7,500 subscribers. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. All the audio podcasters out there and television viewers tonight, although I think we're going to have a hard time tonight on TV because San Diego State is playing Ohio State in basketball. You got Monday Night Football. So I think we're going to have a hard time getting an audience on television. But nonetheless, everywhere you want us, radio, YouTube, audio podcast, television, social media, we're plastered. We're like the easiest people on the planet to get a hold of and find. So, fellas, it is Monday afternoon, and if I'm being transparent, this weekend hurt me. Now, it ended on a tremendous high note last night. No, I didn't get hurt. Like, I'm not physically injured, Brown, per se.
There was a lot of people there.
I went to Wonderfront this weekend and had a great time. I just want to say I had a great time. And there's so much they could do with that festival to take it up 10 notches. That would be so easy. That not here to criticize right now. Fellas, 3 days. I got down there Friday night and saw Zach Brown Band. Went back down on Saturday. You didn't like Zach Brown?
No,
Browner?
not at all. Zero. Actually, hated it, but I'll get into that later.
All right. Did you see Kings of Leon on Saturday night?
I did.
Did you like that?
It was better than Zach. I'd never seen Kings of Leon in person. I didn't even know what the guy looked. I listened to their music. I didn't know what the guy looked like. So, no.
Just to give you an idea thus far. You ready? Zach Brown, amazing. Kings of Leon, horrendous. Gwen Stefani, off the charts. Those are the headliners. Those are just the headliners.
Was she making fun of? Did she say Anaheim and San Diego are the same? I heard somebody say she said that.
She was trying to say that she grew up in Orange County and that San Diego was a really big, important part of her life. And that, between Orange County and San Diego, from a music perspective, there's a lot of similarities, is what she was saying. I didn't think it was offensive in any way. Yeah, it didn't go over well.
I didn't go over well.
Well, listen, I guess what I'm trying to tell you guys is this, is that I was there Friday night just for the Zach Brown Band. I was there for a lot of Saturday, probably about 4:00 on Saturday. And then I had the long day yesterday, Sunday, which I did not intend to stay at Wonderfront yesterday. I intended to go home and watch football all day. I want to watch football all day on my phone at the festival. So it is Monday. And what I'm saying to you three guys, well, you two guys and me is three. I'm a little like, I'm not really recovered, I wouldn't say.
I have and I've never called anybody out for this. I don't feel like you're ready for today's show.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why.
People don't know what happens, before and after.
No. But what happened for today's show is I was really excited about today's show. I'm still excited about today's show, frankly. But I was up super early this morning. I went back and watched the Chargers-Chiefs game.
Great game.
I went back, amazing game. Incredible game. And just everything you want as a Charger hater. You want the Charger fan. Yeah. You want that one Charger fan out there to believe the Chargers are about to win. And then you give Patrick Mahomes the ball. And as a Charger hater, therefore a Chiefs fan, you're like, no problem. This is about to happen. This is going down right now. You gave Patrick Mahomes the ball with all those weapons.
What weapons?
You gave him, dude, they're just everywhere, dude.
Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Because they're on wide receivers 7 and 8 right now.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
They still got tight end number 1 though.
Yeah, and 2. Yeah, and they keep making plays. And every time the Chiefs make plays, I say, "Who's that guy?"
Yeah,
they had a wide receiver with a number 24 yesterday. It melted my brain. Like I've gotten
I
used
know.
to the single digits on defense. I've gotten used to like number 10 Pacheco because I have him on my fantasy team. But
He's so
24 as a
good.
receiver, it doesn't mess me up, man.
I know. Come on, dude. You should be a running back. What's your deal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know I still have a very hard time with the single digits on defense. Like I can't take the whole like number 11 is your best pass rusher. I can't deal with it, you know.
Mm.
So anyway, yes, you're right, Alex. Not really prepared
Yeah.
because woke up early this morning, watched the Chargers Chiefs, watched the Raiders Broncos
Why?
Yikes! Why would you do that?
because I told you guys how much I'm like curious about this Raiders story now. And the fact that it was these two coaches who are both first years with
Terrible.
their organizations and they're
Terrible
both
is the
awful.
word.
Right. And so I don't know. So there's a drama to the story that I like.
Yeah, but I
And
didn't have to
so
watch the game to know the drama.
Yeah. That's a
That
highlight
I
game.
actually watched 0 minutes of that game. 0.
okay, well, can I make an admission? Do you guys
No.
mind if I make an admission right now?
Mm-hmm.
What,
When I
Mr.
say
Red
I
Zone?
watched the when I say I watched the game, yeah, you can call me Red Zone, pal. When I say I watched the game, what I did is I get up and there's a 15-minute highlight package
No,
that tells you everything you
and
need
I
to know.
love your admission because that's not even to me. That's not anything weird or bad or anything. That's still too much.
That game, yeah.
That's
That game.
still too much, man.
Oh, dog,
You know what
that's
I
funny.
watched? The highlight on Twitter of Devontae Adams being wide open for the walk-off. That's what I
Yeah.
watched.
But he cooked that corner, though. He cooked him.
But I'll tell you, man, watching these highlights, these 15-minute highlight packages, I saw the Chargers Chiefs, even though I was watching that game on my phone. I saw the Broncos Raiders. I saw USC UCLA, although during the UCLA game, you ready for this? I'm standing up front for a band at Wonderfront called Soja. Did you guys
Love
see
'em.
Soja? You guys
I
saw
did
them
see Soldier.
because we all hooked up after that. Dude, they were unbelievable.
I
I've
love
never
them.
seen these guys before. They're incredible.
I've seen him
They
at
probably
Del Mar
yeah.
in the summer.
Oh, really?
I believe that's where I saw him. Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, they were probably one of my favorite bands that I saw this weekend.
You know what's
Of
funny
all the
is that
bands.
I mean I like them a lot. I love them a lot, but I
Mhm.
still prefer like I don't know. They just sound so different live. They're just like jamming
Mhm.
live, which is great.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can hear all their different musical styles on album a little better. You know.
Yeah. I heard somebody else said that to me, and I first time I've ever seen him or really even heard him. I loved him. So I'm standing there with Donnie Edwards, name drop, first one of the day, by the
Damn.
way.
Well,
There's
there's a lot coming today. I know.
Yeah.
Who's he?
No, there's a lot of name drops coming today. I'm just preparing
that?
everybody in advance. Who's Donnie Edwards?
Yeah.
Well, you as somebody who is so, such a Charger fan, you should know that name because he had a great Charger career as a linebacker. Probably equally as good with the Chiefs because he started with the Chiefs, came to the Chargers. He's from San Diego, went to UCLA, and then went and finished his career at the Chiefs. And him and Tony Gonzalez were like BFFs.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Donnie's a UCLA guy, and during the UCLA USC game, we're standing there watching Soja perform at Wonderfront, watching the game on his phone.
Mhm.
Watching the USC UCLA game on his phone. I'm rooting for SC, even though I don't really have ties, and he's rooting for UCLA. And I was like, yes, USC.
So
Then the next day, I saw
Yeah.
the whole 15. I saw the whole game in 15 minutes.
in 15 minutes.
Mhm.
So should I
Tell
get
me.
my Mike Glickenhaus story out of the way before I forget?
Oh, yeah. Share.
Okay, hold on. Let's just time out.
Because it's
one
related to
quick
USC
second.
UCLA as well.
Okay, so look, here's the thing. I admit coming on the air this afternoon, I went to 3 days of a festival. I drank booze for 3 days, amongst other things that were happening around me.
Hey-yo.
And I really intended to be home yesterday to sit, relax, clear up, watch games, etc. That didn't happen. I watched UCLA in 15 minutes, Chargers Chiefs in 15 minutes, Raiders Broncos in 15 minutes, even the Lakers and the Spurs in 15 minutes. I watched them all.
In the 15 minutes of
So in my
Chargers
mind,
Chiefs,
yeah,
they don't add commentary like
Right.
pre and post snap.
right.
So you missed the digs that Tirico was like just little quick jabs at the Charger organization.
God, I love that.
He brought up
God, it makes
he
me
called
so
it
happy.
Arrowhead in LA. He brought up chargering.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Mike.
Dude, he was talking dirty to Charger haters. Like he was saying
Oh,
it
dude,
slow, saying it sexy.
dude, we gotta get Tarico on the show.
Dude, when he brought up chargering, he's like, it's known
Yeah.
as chargering around these parts. And it's like,
Oh,
are you listening to our show?
bro, South San Diego is really just South LA. It's now the mega market. You heard it. You know it. I know it pisses a lot of San Diego people off, but
Mhm.
hey, listen, it's just the way it goes. Sometimes when you're from San Diego or you live in San Diego or you love San Diego, sometimes you got to let LA know what's up. And that's what the
LA?
Padres
They
statement
know
did.
what's up.
Please. Patriots? Tom Brady?
They know what's
Please.
up.
All right. So you said you wanted to tell your story, which I'm excited to hear. But I just wanted to say to everybody that, yes, unprepared is not necessarily the case for the show today, because I feel like I've seen what I needed to see.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more of a chore and less of because I was there at this festival and I couldn't get away yesterday.
Yeah, I
couldn't
definitely
get out of
didn't
there.
say unprepared. I don't think you're unprepared. I just think you're not ready.
Yeah, not ready is another thing. Well,
Yeah.
after I watched all this stuff that we just talked about, baby mama drama hits me right in the face right away Monday morning. Morning right away, dude. It's on. It's freaking. It is on, dude. So
I have doggy babysitter drama that hit me in the face this morning.
okay, so you understand?
Yeah, I feel you guys.
Yeah, you get
got
it.
a sick child
Brown?
away from me right now.
Are we doing that thing? Because y'all know I got a way longer list.
Browner's like, dude, I
Yeah.
will kill both of you guys with all my real life drama.
Right.
All right, so let's do this. So let's just all together today, great friends, everybody who's in the YouTube chat, everybody who's with us in Radio Land, who's going to be with us tonight on television. Just know this: the ADD today, the ADHD, it's going all over.
And
the
it's a
place.
holiday week where we have like
It is a holiday week.
2 shows
Right.
this week, and I'm really gonna just predict that we're gonna have 1 show this week.
No, we have to get in Wednesday. We're on the air today.
You say that
We're
today.
off the air. We're off the air tomorrow because Alex is traveling. I'm blaming it exclusively on you.
Yeah.
Even though I've then decided we're going to
traveling
take the
too.
day off.
Yeah.
Right. I'm traveling now. And then Wednesday we're back for what is going to be our Thanksgiving extravaganza. Do you guys know about that?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. I just made it up.
Yeah.
Wednesday's the Thanksgiving extravaganza, and then Thursday, Friday, everybody go do your thing.
That's the plan.
All right. Yeah, that is the plan. You think that plan is flexible?
That plan is Stretch Armstrong, my friend.
You don't think we'll do Wednesday?
I think you're gonna maybe now that I called it out, maybe you'll.
Yeah.
Wait, where did you travel to? Where are you traveling to on Tuesday?
Me?
No, him.
Oh.
I know where you're going.
Me? I'm just going north a little bit. LA, just
LA,
northern San Diego, northern
okay.
San Diego.
Okay.
North County.
North County, San Diego. It's known as LA.
Okay.
I got some business to take care of up there.
Yeah,
Today's gonna be fun.
All right, look. So let's get to it. We were all at Wonderfront this weekend, but everybody had kind of different experiences. Well, it was a very, very San Diego kind of weekend. So I already name dropped Donnie Edwards and watching the USC UCLA game with Donnie Edwards while watching the band Soja perform. He's a big reggae fan, Donnie. I'm going to drop a bunch of names on you guys today of things that happened over the weekend.
I'm trying to hear the Glick story.
Okay, here goes. I'm having a hard time today. I already told you, man.
That's why I'm reminding you.
Thank you. All right. Before Alex gets to the Glick story, just a reminder, please always support our sponsors. I'll start off with 7 Mile Casino. 7milecasino.com is the website. You're going to have family and friends coming in for Thanksgiving weekend, right? What are you going to do with these people? You're going to keep them in your house all day? Or you go, yo, let's go do something fun. What do you want to do? Let's go to 7 Mile Casino. Great. Where's that? Just a few minutes south of downtown San Diego. Great. We don't have to schlep all the way out to East County. No, it's great. No smoking. Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. You want to have a nice drink? We'll watch some football games. Order a pizza. It'd be great. No smoking. Great location. All the games you want. 7 Mile Casino. 7milecasino.com. And any problems with gambling, you call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Alex, I want to hear the story too.
Okay, Saturday, made it to Wonderfront to go watch Kenny Can Fly. Linda's son is the drummer for Kenny Can Fly. Figured out a lot about her, Kenny Can Fly and this like 6-piece band. That they're all local kids.
I understand these kids all go to USD.
That's my understanding as well.
This Kenny Can Fly guy, I saw him yesterday
Mhm.
because I know we talked on Saturday night. You said you saw him. Dude, I loved what I heard out of Kenny
Me
Can
too.
Fly.
Me too.
One of my, honestly, the local bands, Kenny Can Fly is one, and another band called Almost Monday. Did anybody see them on
No.
Sunday? Almost Monday? Oh
Wasn't
my
there.
God. These guys, you would have loved these guys.
Mhm.
They were great. Their front man is just a big personality. He's got a great voice. He can sing, dance, play guitar. Guy's great.
You guys want to hear some slightly breaking news?
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon cut by the Broncos.
Oh yeah, he can't hold on to the ball.
Dude, after the I told you the ADD is going everywhere today. After the fumble at the goal line
No,
yesterday.
I saw it and I didn't want to bring it up, but let's do it.
Dude, the fumble at the goal line yesterday. This was about to be a Glickenhaus story. And I'll tell you right now, Alex, trust me when I tell you, Glickenhaus's phone is going off right now. And people are calling him and they're going, dude, were you down at Wonderfront? And he's going, I don't know what he's going to say. Dude, Kaplan and Padilla and Browner are about to tell a story on 1090 and they keep using your name. You better tune in, man. I don't know what they're about to say. So there are people right now sitting on the edge of their seat, probably just with the last name.
Glickenhaus.
And we're about to talk about Melvin Gordon fumbling.
And then Browner brought up Melvin Gordon fumbling, and that changed everything.
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I had that information. I didn't know what was going on.
My bad, y'all. That's like the time when the audio didn't work on the audio podcast, and Browner's like, "My bad, y'all.
My bad, dog.
My bad."
So
go ahead.
There's a boat. There is a stage at Wonderfront that happened to be a boat,
which I didn't know nothing about, by the way.
So Spirit of San Diego stage,
right?
Turned out to be
people who run this thing. They got to do a better job of do better.
It turned out to be
of explaining
boat.
communication.
And Scott, guess what band played before Kenny Can Fly on this boat?
Was it Daring Greatly?
It was Daring Greatly, sir.
I didn't see him. Did you see him?
Did not see them. I actually was the last person on board this boat before it took off at 4 o'clock. I ran there. I didn't realize it was on a boat, so I went into the stage area, and I was like, "Yo, where's the Spirit of San Diego stage?" They're like, "Oh, it's by the Hilton."
Oh,
I'm like, "Okay." So, anyways, I made it on there. Did 2 sets with Kenny Can Fly on this boat.
Nice.
And it was magical. Sunset, blah blah blah. Good stuff. I was with Linda and Austin, and we decided, hey, I don't really care about
Linda Welby in the house.
I
A
don't
lot of
really-
mentions for Linda Welby today. There's a name drop
I
for
don't
you
really
too.
care about anybody performing until Soja at 7:30. It's only 6 o'clock. You guys want to get some food, watch this USC game? That was my idea. They said yes, so we go. We ended up at Sally's on the boardwalk. Shout out Sally's, incredibly expensive place. But they had the USC game on. That's all I cared about.
Split that tab? Y'all split that tab?
Well, here's where Von Glickenhaus comes in, my friends. We are sitting there, and 5 of us. There's Linda's Welby sister as well as there, and we're all eating. We're all chilling.
Really? Linda Welby's sister was there.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And yeah.
Browner, where were you at this point?
Excuse me?
Where were you?
What do you mean? Where was I?
I just mean, like, did they contact you? Because nobody contacted me and said, hey, you want to have dinner or anything?
I didn't get a call either.
I actually did contact both of you, giving you my whereabouts at all times, because I thought the plan was to meet up. So I was like, yo, going to Sally's, going to watch the SC game for a bit till Soja. Neither of you replied. So
all those things did happen.
It's all good. So where was I? Oh, so we're grubbing.
A very expensive dinner. Yeah.
Well, we're all drinking. We've been drinking since 4. We're gonna have some drinks, have some cocktails. So we're like going in it, like from the bathroom to the table. We're chilling. Guess who walks in? Bill Hagan walks in. Name drop for you, with his lovely wife, and they come
Christina.
over. We all say hello. We all start chatting. We all, we're wishing him good luck. He sounds like absolute death, and I was like, thank God you're not the lead singer of your band, because you sound awful.
Bill had no voice this weekend.
Yeah, no voice whatsoever. So we asked for the check. And our server comes over and he goes, your bill has been taken care of. We're like, oh, well, Bill Hagan must have paid that. That's my first thought. It was Bill Hagan paid that. And the server goes, no, some gentleman named Mike Gloggen Google. And I was like, and he was right next to me, like, Glickenhaus? He's like, yeah. Like, Mike Glickenhaus paid for it. Like, that's my reaction. Like, Mike Glickenhaus paid for our bill? And he's like, yes, Mike Glickenhaus. And the faces, Austin's, Linda's, everybody's face. Like, everybody who knows Mike Glickenhaus, their face was like, what the hell are you talking about? Me and Linda immediately pop up. We're like, where is he? where is Mike Glickenhaus? We need to go up to him. We're going to take a selfie. We're going to FaceTime Scott Kaplan right now. We're running. We're looking all over this restaurant. We asked the manager, where is this Mike Glicken? I'm looking for like this little dude, bald guy. I'm like looking, I'm like, where is this guy? I don't see him. I'm looking outside. I'm looking inside. And he comes over. He goes, oh, Mike Glickenhaus. He's the guy over there, the gentleman over there in the hoodie with glasses. Bill Hagan told the server he was Mike Glickenhaus. And we lost it, dude. We're like, oh that mother effer, dude. Totally
that's
got
great.
But yeah,
oh my God, that's hilarious.
It was
and
hilarious,
by the way,
dude.
5 people eating and drinking, and Glickenhaus picks up the bill, even though Glickenhaus is Hagan.
Yeah.
Hey, very generous, Bill Hagan.
Yeah. Very, very generous, Bill Hagan. I should have got another beer before we bounced.
I know we got a nice group going right now, man. Like with Bill and Christina and Rachel and now Alex is married with Mar and Big Brown in the house, and I mean we got a good little squad going here. Like the 1090 squad's growing. I like it. I like what's happening. All right, look, we have a great show coming up today because it's going to be completely off like the cuff, really, seriously, based on the weekend. But Eric Williams will talk football next. This is Kaplan and crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Only on the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the Mightier1090.com.
Absolutely. The best part of the day is working with the team and working directly with customers. Just because it's fun and I enjoy collaborating. I enjoy watching the customers' reactions when the designers come up with their spaces. And we really take pride in the team effort and what we accomplish in the end.
I can tell that the team we have, accountability is very important. They feel like the work that we do is not just a reflection of themselves, but a reflection of us.
We've always been a design build company, but now we've taken design, not only architectural, but interior design to a completely different level.
The philosophy of integrity here at Murray Lampert is always doing the right thing even when someone isn't looking. In turn, the homeowners get a really great product.
We're truly a team at Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, and we don't take that lightly.
Your next outdoor family adventure awaits, creating beautiful memories for your ultimate family experience. Using clean and pure energy. Endless charging for endless possibilities. Fueling all your outdoor needs. Experience your dreams with Jackery. Making these small moments count. Jackery Solar Generator. Jackery.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the Mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Listen to the Mike Greenberg Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Greeny brings his unmatched depth of sports knowledge, fun, and entertainment back to ESPN on a daily basis. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the Mightier1090.com. We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the Mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Hey, everybody, I'm glad you guys are watching. And right in the middle of the show, I love to talk about one of our great sponsors. In this case, it's Jackery, and you can visit them online at jackery.com. And a couple of Jackery ambassadors, brand ambassadors, are standing by. This is Giselle and Steven, who I've been looking at their website, The Lover's Passport. Hey, guys, first of all, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. How you doing today?
Doing great. Yeah.
Thanks so much for having us.
Tell us what the Lover's Passport is. I've been looking at the website, theloverspassport.com, and I am so jealous of the two of you guys.
Well, it kind of started as just a side hustle for us, a little couples adventure blog, if you will. And it slowly turned into a passion project of ours during COVID lockdown. And we bought our first camera in April of 2020 and just started capturing all of our adventures instead of just writing about them. And fast forward to present day, now we're both full-time travel photographers and adventure enthusiasts.
Did you guys know that you had the eye or the talent to be good photographers? Because I take a lot of pictures and I don't think I'm a photographer. I'm just a guy who has a bunch of pictures on my phone.
We're completely self-taught from YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like we used to model for one of my friends when we did different hikes. So we both loved hiking. And then eventually we were like, why don't we just buy our own camera and we can take some of our own pictures? Because we followed some of these other travel couples that inspired us a ton. So we were like, we could totally do this.
Wow, that's so cool. You guys learned photography on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube University, as we say.
Oh my God, YouTube U. That's awesome. You guys should have shirts that say YTU.
Yeah, I mean, you can learn. I have a degree in film and media, but I never did the production side of it. And the resources that are currently available online to whether you're learning photography or a totally other skill, it's incredible these days.
Where are you guys from? I read that you guys are both California people. Is that right?
Yes, born and raised in Southern California.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Ventura, California. She's a little bit south.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Woodland Hills.
Okay,
Valley
gotcha.
girl.
Gotcha. Okay, well, this is perfect because we've got a lot of people watching on Cox Your View throughout San Diego, Orange County, LA, Santa Barbara. So all your people are going to definitely get a chance to see all of this. So you guys become full-time travel adventure bloggers. I've been reading a bunch of your blogs. My son goes to college in West Virginia. I see you guys have a full thing on West Virginia. That was really cool for someone like me to read.
Yeah, we loved West Virginia. It was beautiful out there.
I think one thing that we really try and do is a lot of states travel, especially coming out of the pandemic. And a lot of hidden gems are just right around the corner in the States. And a lot of people think, you have to go to these beautiful international destinations, but there are so many hidden gems to explore in the state. And a lot of them there were tons and tons of these beautiful waterfalls out in West Virginia. We were really impressed.
So you guys become travel, adventure, outdoor bloggers, if you will. And then who puts the website together and who comes up with the name, The Lover's Passport?
That was me. I'm betting you couldn't guess that one. Yeah, no, I used to work in marketing before I did this. I was very used to SEO and the back end of websites and writing articles and things like that. So I came up with The Lover's Passport by taking like synonyms for couples travel and then came up with names that were still available because I was like, oh, what's something that's going to get a lot of traffic? It's not even, there's no like fun story behind it. I just like, what's searchable
and
thought we would
memorable.
be doing a lot of international travel, but then the pandemic hit, so we kind of pivoted from lots of international travel
To
and
road
started doing a lot
trips.
of road trips to really highlight the states.
So jealous, dude. So jealous. So tell me this. You guys are photographers, so you need a lot of power. You've got equipment with you. You're also blogging and you're working on your website. So you have to, be able to be powered. And that's where our common partner, Jackery, comes in. Got about a minute and a half. I'd love for you to tell us about Jackery and what products you use and how you use them.
Yeah, Jackery's like completely changed the way that we could travel because before we were always plugging into the car. I think my car battery died like a dozen or so times. And then finally we started using the Jackery and we can charge our laptops off it. We can charge all of our camera gear. And it's really nice because it also has solar panels. So for our longer road trips, we can be completely self-sustained where we can put out the Jackery, be able to get some power from that and recharge even while we're pulling a lot of energy from our laptops.
And it's just nice if you're a digital nomad or doing remote work, it gives you the flexibility to travel and still get work done without having to worry about your laptop dying in the middle of the desert, So it's such a great tool. We've been using the 1000 for over 2 years now, along with the solar panels, and we just recently upgraded. So we're really excited to continue using our Jackery out on our road trips.
Hey guys, Giselle and Steven, it is great to be with you guys. I look forward to a much longer conversation. The website is theloverspassport.com, and the other website that you should know about is jackery.com. And I love what you guys just had to say about powering up and using solar power. It's great advice for people who are going to be tailgating or going to be traveling themselves. Good luck with more of your adventures. You got a new fan who's going to be following you guys on all the social platforms and your website. And thank you so much for talking about Jackery with us.
And thanks so much for having us.
A real pleasure, guys. Thank you. Back to the show, everybody.
Drivers are getting in accidents at a rate we've never seen before, jumping 18% since 2020. There are higher incidents of speeding and more aggressive driving since the pandemic began. Please slow down and drive safely. It can save a life.
Murray Lampert's design process is very collaborative. We love the process, and what's best about the process is the way that it can flex as needed. So if there's a new piece of technology that's available that's really going to help us out make a more accurate model, we're going to utilize that. We'll send the measure-off team to the house, and they will end up scanning the house using drones, LiDAR scanning, lasers, and tape measures to measure every square inch of the home. Then they'll take that information back to the office and build a 3D model of the home. We'll be upfront and honest if they're asking for things that may be out of their budget. We're going to let them know up front. We're always motivated to strive for excellence. There's kind of not another way to be. We do the best work we can and ultimately make the homeowners happy. What makes me proud is when we present that 3D model to the homeowners and we wow them. Sometimes we even bring tears to their eyes because they love the design so much. That brings me a lot of joy.
Watch the San Diego State Aztecs take on the UC Irvine Anteaters. November 29th at 7 p.m. Only on YourView and YourView.com.
I feel like I have the fun part of the job where I get to help out and make my clients' houses look beautiful. We start with looking at the floor plan, space planning, and then we look at countertops, tile, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, everything like that. We have a lot of client meetings start in our conference room. Sometimes we have some clients that have already selected certain items that they want to incorporate into their project. We want to make sure they're happy with it because they're going to be living with it for a very long time. Sometimes we'll do something that goes totally with the style, and then we'll have a total outlier option for the client. And a lot of the times they end up going with that because they want to see something totally different. We want to make sure that we're focusing in on our clients. I really want to make sure at the end of the day the clients are happy, that I'm keeping up with my communication with them, and that we know that at the end of the day as well, and moving through the process of construction and everything, that we're going to have a successful project.
At the Barnes firm, we're seeing more pedestrian and bicycle accidents. Drivers are rolling through red lights, and distracted driving makes every intersection a danger zone for pedestrians. Look both ways when crossing, even if you have the right of way.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
All right, great friends. It is Monday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man. And by the way, just as we're getting going here from the 7 Mile Casino Studios to all the radio listeners, 1090 listeners, all the YouTubers out there that are in our YouTube chat right now, remember, kind of a disjointed week. We're on today. We're on Wednesday. We'll have a best stuff for you radio listeners tomorrow. And you wouldn't even know the difference if I didn't tell you. And then Thursday, Friday, everybody's taking off for the Thanksgiving weekend. So, guys, we were talking about Wonderfront, and Eric Williams from Fox Sports is going to join us in a few minutes to talk about this Charger game. But I want to just ask you, Alex, do you have that picture of the three of us on Saturday night? Because the story you
Yeah.
just told, for anybody that just got with us, the story you had just told about Von Glickenhaus buying you guys dinner, but it was really Bill Hagan saying he was Von Glickenhaus. We all connected. I would say like Kings of Leon was probably, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 songs in. And all of us decided to meet kind of in the back part of the show. Because I don't know about you guys, but I was out of there, man. I don't get Kings of Leon at all. Do not get it. I've seen.
I do.
You do?
I love Kings of Leon.
I don't get it.
And
Get it.
I was really close to the stage for Kings of Leon.
Yeah.
But I had a tall can during Soja,
Yeah, and then you're
and that tall can wanted to come out. So yeah, I had to go pee, and I was like, "There's no way I'm coming back into
Right.
this.
No chance.
Wherever I'm at, there's no way I'm gonna." First, I would never even try.
Right.
So me and Mara were like, "Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then we'll go check them out again." Ran into Browner.
Shout out
at the porta potties. Shout out Browner, name drop. And then we were chilling on the hill by the little, the hell's it called?
I don't
Screen?
know. Yeah.
You know. And then that's when we're like, I guess we should try and meet up with Scott now, since me and you are together.
I appreciate that.
I gotta tell you, man, I Kings of Leon studio only for me. No live. I'll pass.
He sounds so good live.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. I don't. But and listen, I'm not trying here to knock everybody who loves it, because believe me when I tell
He's
you,
good. They're good.
A lot of people are like, Kings of Leon, they're religious, like it's an amazing experience. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get. No, but Browner,
we just
it's the second time I've seen him. First time I saw him, I was like, I don't get it. I didn't get it the first time, and I didn't get it the second time. And I put it this way, I would never go see Kings of Leon on their own. They're at a festival. I'm there.
When a person tells me that seeing this person is like a religious experience, I always deem that to be someone with an amazing voice. Like when he saw Florence and the Machine, she has an amazing voice. And so therefore that reflects out in the crowd. The guy from Kings of Leon doesn't have an amazing voice. He's a solid singer.
But they're boring.
But he sounds exactly like he sounds in
boring. There's nothing going on the stage that's fun or exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, they're boring to me. But I'm not listening.
Well, we all left.
We all left. Well, what was really funny though is everybody's drinking, everybody's been, gummied up or whatever they're doing. And I'm with Rachel and her girlfriend Sandra, and Sandra's like, I gotta get something to eat. And the only thing that's open of all those like concessions is like this like bacon wrapped hot dog guy, but it wasn't really a bacon wrapped hot dog. It was like more of a gourmet hot dog. And I just don't want to eat this stuff. And they're putting one in my face, and I'm just munching on these things.
Oh, we were all there. No, we were there, right?
We were there, right?
No,
we saw you.
You were so judging me, though, Browner. The way it was like, look at you in that hot dog, you fat ass.
No. It's because you always play it off like people are like literally prying your mouth open and shoving stuff down.
Right.
You act like that, but you're like, yo, let me get that hot dog.
Bro, you had a choice between the 3 hot dogs. You chose the hot dog.
You had all 3.
There. Like, what are you talking about? We were there.
No, I didn't like the fact that you were looking at me while I was trying to eat this hot dog, and I didn't even want to eat the hot dog. It's just that the hot dog was there. If the hot dog wasn't there, I wouldn't have eaten it. Do you understand the difference?
Bro, you smashed that thing.
My favorite part about this whole
you took that thing down, bro. It didn't look like you didn't want it. That's all I'll say about that.
Dude, the funniest part is that Rachel wanted a hot dog. She told me, she said, all I want is one of those hot dogs that like they cook on a tray, like that's like from a cart. And I was like, oh, I know exactly. You're talking about like the little Mexican hot dogs on the street. She's like, that's all I want. But we got these massive hot dogs, and then as soon as we all leave Wonderfront,
the
first thing we see,
right,
Mexican hot dog.
I will just say this though: as much as I didn't want to eat it, and as much as I did smash it, it was freaking delicious. I mean, shockingly delicious.
You loved it.
Shockingly delicious. I know.
It looked great. You guys are all like, oh, I can't believe we ordered this thing. Look at this thing. It's a monstrosity. It's like, yeah, but it looks bomb. Isn't that what you thought you were?
This was one of those things where somebody did something, and when you walked up, now they see other people are like, wait, what's going on here? So now they're gonna pretend like they didn't want it.
I know. Hey, and then we took that picture. We took this picture, me, Browner, and Alex, that you put up on the screen, Alex. And if you put that up there, here's what happened. I'm holding on to this massive hot dog. This thing weighs like 15 pounds. And I had to go put it down to take pictures. I'm like, I'm not freaking taking pictures with this hot dog. Look at how skinny Alex is now. I mean, geez. And look at Browner. Browner just got that look on his face like, what up? I'm with these foos.
Hurry up.
Yeah,
Hurry up.
I'm with these foos.
I think I got taller.
What are you doing? What are you?
No, as he
I think I'm like
You think you
6'5".
as he got skinnier, he got taller.
Yeah.
going up?
Yeah.
Look how cute he is.
Deflating
Oh
up.
man, God, it's so funny where this hot dog thing from this past weekend. I didn't want to eat that hot
Man.
dog, and then
Well,
and then
yes,
and
you
then you know what happened?
did.
And then you know what happened, Alex? Later that night, I'm texting with Brown. I'm like, "Yo, where you at?" Browner's like, "I'm down at Wonderfront having slider burgers." I'm like, "Oh, I want slider burgers." I'm like, I just ate this massive hot. I just
One of those days, baby. Oh, that's great.
I just ate this massive ass hot dog. I just ate this massive hot dog. And now I'm gonna go crush slider burgers with Browner. And Browner's sending me pictures of the slider burgers from Waterfront. And we ordered an Uber to go to Waterfront, and then we ran into our friends on the streets, and then they were like, "No, come in this bar with us." And we're like, "Oh man, we ordered the Uber. He's here." We never got in the Uber, and I never got those Waterfront burgers.
More for me, bro. More for me. I crushed you. Like you killed that hot dog. I killed them sliders, bro. Killed them. A whole 6-pack.
So I'm standing on the streets.
Could you guys are you guys after
Yeah.
3 days? Scott, you went all 3. Brown, did you go yesterday too?
No.
I went 2 days. I'm not a music festival guy.
Yeah, me neither.
They're too long.
The only music festival, and this is flat out the truth, the only music festival I ever actually enjoyed was Kaboo.
Yeah, Kaboo was great.
I thought it was great. It was laid out well.
Yeah.
It was spacious. You could find everything.
Easy
it was
to get around.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is actually nothing to do with Wonderfront. I mean, I've been to music festivals. I just don't got it in me.
I've been to Stagecoach. I thought Stagecoach was okay, but I wouldn't go again.
Well, here's the thing. The venue for Wonderfront is incredible. Absolutely off
Yes.
the charts incredible. Way, way, way better in terms of like local scenery and being part of San Diego. Way better than the racetrack. And I'm more partial to the racetrack because it's so close. By the way, Eric Williams is getting ready to join us here from Fox Sports. And we said we were going to talk football, and we got back to talking about this festival. But I'm with you, Alex. Like I was ready to be done on Sunday. And I wound up staying there the whole day.
I think the headliner. Well, first of all, I'm never going to Coachella. That sounds like a nightmare.
Oh,
But
yeah, no, we'll never do that.
the lineup has got to be just incredible for me to consider buying passes.
Yeah.
I'll keep taking them, Bill. So just keep handing them.
Oh
over.
yeah, keep getting them.
Yeah. I'll go a day.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I'll go for a headliner I want to see, but
I was
I went to-
exhausted.
I
on
know.
Saturday.
We'll talk more about it because I got a lot more names to drop along the way. But here's a name drop for you. Eric Williams from Fox Sports is here. And we
Yeah.
talked at the beginning of the show about the Chargers Chiefs. I mentioned the Raiders Broncos. I'm sure Browner wants to talk about his Bears. Alex probably should not want to talk about his Minnesota Vikings after what happened yesterday. Oh, man. I know. Well, you don't know because
we had a bye week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thought we had a bye week.
y'all
Yeah.
did. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I also want to talk about the Rams, who are like now, I'm guessing Eric might agree, but like officially done. Look, let's jump right into it. Eric Williams from FoxSports.com is here. Hey, Eric, how you doing?
I'm doing good. A little soul to soul for Alex's squad there. Back to life, back to reality.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing in some 90s R&B for you.
Back
Yeah,
to
you know, I-
life.
Hey, Eric, we don't
back
sing on this
to
show because this
reality.
happens.
Yeah.
At least he went on beat with that one. He didn't jazzify that song.
Back to life.
See? Oh,
Back
yeah.
to reality.
That's wouldn't.
See, I feel like
why would you do that at the end?
See, I dabbed on you, Browner,
oh god.
like Cam Newton.
No,
Eric, I was very much unplugged for the 1:00 games yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it's not an excuse. It's gonna sound like one, but the loss doesn't hurt if you didn't watch it. I just saw the score and I was like, oh, reality check for the team. Hopefully, like, oh, wake up, you guys. You know, like I feel like they won their Super Bowl against Buffalo and they acted like they were this like unbeatable force and blah blah blah, and then they get spanked by Dak. Yeah, like it's a wake up call.
Well, what? Yeah, but
I
hold
don't
on,
mind.
Eric.
I don't mind it.
Eric, the Cowboys got beat the week before by the Packers. The Vikings had a big win. Then you put these two teams together, and the Cowboys spanked the Vikings. So, because we have a lot of other games we want to talk to, but we'll talk to Alex's team first. What do you think about the Cowboys and the Vikings? Who's good? Who's not good here?
I think it's just kind of indicative of what we've seen from the league as a whole.
Mhm.
You know, week to week, it changes. It depends on, momentum, how the health of that team is going into that game, and then how they're feeling. I think for the Cowboys, after losing that game in Green Bay, which they should have won, I think they had something to prove, and so they just were the more desperate team. Like Alex said, Minnesota came in that game feeling good, get the big win against Buffalo, and then you kind of fall flat in a game where the Cowboys are just a little more desperate. So, I think at the end of the year, again, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. We'll see if they can actually win a playoff game. And I think for Minnesota, again, it's just kind of a reality check. They were riding high. They're still a good team, but obviously when it comes to the postseason, again, we'll kind of see where they're at.
I want to do some research. I'm not going to ask anybody to do it for me, but I consider when Jim Nance is calling your game, that's prime time, non-prime time.
Mm.
So Kirky, I would put like all the games that Troy Aikman and Joe Buck called under the primetime umbrella. I would love to see his record for those games too. Like when he's America's Game of the Week or when he's the number one team. Because yesterday, 125 on CBS, number one crew, that's very primetime Kirk Cousins-esque yesterday.
It feels prime time, right?
Yeah, it did.
And so I guess the result is kind of what you would expect from Kirk in that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's funny you say that because it leads to a great transition. We're talking to Eric Williams from FoxSports.com here on Kaplan and Crew. So same thing goes for the Chargers. Like, I loved what I saw yesterday. Chargers take a late lead and then hand the ball over to Patrick Mahomes. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's your opportunity. You're down by a score. Would you like to beat us? Are you enjoying your stay here at SoFi Stadium? What did you think of the way the Chiefs got the Chargers again?
I mean, it's just kind of it's what's been happening through that series throughout. I mean, it's the 15th time in last 18 games that the Chiefs have beat the Chargers. I mean, minute 48, you kind of felt like Mahomes maybe should tie one arm behind his back so it could make it a little harder in that situation because you just knew they were just going to go right down the field. The Chargers have really struggled in the second half of games, over the last 4 games. I think 2 of those games they haven't scored. They've scored a total of 21 points in the second half of games the last 4 weeks. And so you're kind of concerned about what kind of adjustments they're making at halftime. 5-5 on the year. I think certainly expectations were higher. But they can't beat the Chiefs. They haven't beat the Chiefs at home since 2013. Qualcomm, you guys probably remember that game. That was a game that they had to win to get in the postseason, and Ryan Suckup missed a kick that allowed him to get the overtime, and then Eric Weddle had a fake punt that allowed that drive to occur, so they were able to win that game. I mean, it's almost a decade. That's crazy.
Was that also Chase Daniel playing for the Chiefs?
That was Chase Daniel playing for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's when they played their JV squad because they were sitting players.
Yeah.
Who was the starting quarterback? Was it Alex Smith? Who was the starting quarterback for
I think the starting quarterback was Alex Smith. Yeah,
Wow.
2013. Yeah,
Damn.
they couldn't beat Alex Smith either.
I looked up a stat today because I know Mahomes is only. I think Mahomes is now 7-2 against the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
But Travis Kelce, since he's been there, he's 15-2
Oof.
against the Chargers.
Wow.
And he was beasting 3 touchdowns.
See, all I saw on Sunday was the greatness of Patrick Mahomes on full display, and a guy in Justin Herbert who is close but still has a way to go. Because with Keenan Allen back and Mike Williams back, I thought they had the right weaponry.
Were they really back though?
It didn't.
Keenan made a big play.
On the field, they were back. Keenan made a play,
Yeah,
but just having him
uniform.
out there, right? Having him out there allowed Palmer to be able to get a little more looser than he probably normally would have been able to. And so I think just having them out there created the illusion. Well, they're out there, so now we got to single cover this guy, and he was cooking. So I thought it was a huge display of how great Patrick Mahomes is, and there's no amount of time that's too little time to give him the ball.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but we knew Patrick Mahomes was great. That wasn't like we knew that going into it. I think you're right. Justin kind of played like we expected him to play throughout the year.
Right.
And it did help having Keenan and Mike out there. Although you would have liked to see Mike out there longer. He made the one catch and then appeared to re-injure his right ankle. And then now you don't have him for the rest of the game. And are you going to have him next week? So you're kind of back to that in and out in terms of Mike being there. Keenan did make a big play at the end of the year or at the end of the game to set up that touchdown that gave them the go-ahead score. But still, there's been a lot of talk about Tua and Herbert and who's better, based on what Tua's done this year. But I mean, my goodness, if Herbert has Tyreek Hill, how much better is that offense? I mean,
man,
it's ridiculous because now you have a guy that he can actually he can throw it as far as he can throw it, and Tyreek's going to get it. And they don't have anybody. I mean, Palmer gives us some juice. Obviously, DeAndre Carter gives them a little bit of juice, but to have a top flight guy for Herbert would be huge for that team offensively.
I mean, look, the Chargers did what we pretty much expect them to do, even with all the injuries. They've got a good quarterback. They've got some really good skill players, some guys who you've never heard of. But wait a second, same situation with Mahomes, right? I mean, he's making plays with guys, and you're like, who are these dudes?
That's fair.
And so the Chargers did exactly what they do. They're able to be
I
competitive.
think Keenan Allen
They're able
even
to keep it
tweeted.
close. What do you say?
Keenan Allen even tweeted in the offseason, like, people are about to be exposed after Tyreek left. And I think he was taking a shot at Mahomes.
I hope he took that down.
But no, it's still up because I saw it this morning. That's the only reason I remember it.
I hope he took
So,
that
like,
tweet
yeah,
down.
Scott, to your point, you're like, he's throwing. Eric made the joke. He's throwing to a number 24.
Right.
Yeah.
So my only point is that Mahomes is making plays with his guys, and Herbert's making plays with his guys too. But it just really comes down to, and so often it does in the NFL, who's got the ball last, And so you give Mahomes the ball and he scores, and then you only have like 30 seconds or 25 seconds, whatever it was. And even that might have been enough time for Herbert, but you're in desperation mode and you throw a pick that gets batted up in the air,
Scott, I also thought they should have been up more in the first half where they kind of settled for some field goals. And maybe if they're up 28-13 instead of 20-13, now, it's a more of an uphill climb for Mahomes in the second half in terms of getting back into the game. Certainly he's capable of doing that, but it seems like they didn't take advantage of some opportunities in the first half.
Yeah. And as I recall, I'm just looking it up right now. The field goal that you're talking about, a couple of short ones in there, weren't there? Which when they're that short, and you're this coach, you should be going for things like those,
No.
What happened to Riverboat Staley?
I'm not gonna let this stand when he was going for it. You football people, not quarterback experts like myself, you football people were fricasseeing this man.
Yeah, but wait a second.
Absolutely had him on the grill when he was going for it.
But dude, he obviously succumbed. He fell to the pressure, bro.
Pick one.
I like that you just gave up on the word.
Right, just tapped out. Like,
Pittsburgh education there, Scott.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, do you have a few more minutes to hang around and talk about a few more games?
I do.
Okay, great. Eric Williams is here from foxsports.com. And the reason I asked him to stick around a little bit longer is because we're talking about the Chargers and the Chiefs. I definitely want to get his opinion on the Raiders Broncos. And I also want to get opinion on where we are here with the Super Bowl champions, with the Rams. So we'll get to all of that coming up in just a second. I do want to say, because Alex, we're talking about all this football stuff. DraftKings is back on the air right now, and that's great for our show. Now, it kind of sucks, right, that in California, we didn't pass legalized wagering on your phones. But a lot of you guys who are watching in California are going to go to a state over the Thanksgiving holiday where you probably can bet on your phone. So make sure you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app as an official sports betting partner of the NFL. And that's the place to go. Like, my son is in West Virginia and he plays, and he doesn't have any money. Dude, he turned like a really small bet, but he parlayed a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, how'd you know how to do that? Do you guys know how to do that?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it either. So, but he turned like a $20 bet into like $1,200. So right now, everyone can earn 100% boost with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. And so check this out by going to the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Download it. Use our promo code, which is great, friends. You place a $5 bet on any NFL team to win their game, and you get $150 in free bets if that team wins. Alex, if you would have bet on the Cowboys against your Vikings, you would have won $150.
What was the spread?
Doesn't matter. They got smoked.
Well,
it wasn't 30. It wasn't 37. They lost 40-3.
That would have been the biggest spread ever.
Was that the score? I really didn't know.
Yeah, 40-3 was the final score. Yeah. So please, everybody,
against the Bears.
What are you doing?
All right. Well, we'll get to the Bears.
Let him finish the ad. Let him finish the ad. Don't do that. Don't get me involved.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use our promo code GreatFriends. Place a $5 bet on any NFL team to win their game. You get $150 in free bets if they do. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code GreatFriends. If you're watching on YouTube, all the eligibility restrictions are down below. For those of you that are watching on TV or listening on radio, come to our YouTube channel and you'll see all the different minimum age and eligibility restrictions that do apply. Eric Williams from FoxSports.com continues the NFL conversation next here on Kaplan and Crew.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Locally owned and operated, not some bland, uninspired, corporate, cookie-cutter radio station crap. We simply say to those stations, Q. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Many are adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
Joining me now is Paco Franco, Medicare Benefits Consultant with Clever Care. Thank you so much for joining us, Paco.
Thank you so much, Erica. I really appreciate it.
First off, we hear that Clever Care is a health plan customized for growing diverse populations. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most distinct differences of Clever Care is that we combine the principles of Eastern and Western medicine to our approach of healthcare. You know, we believe in the complete well-being of our members and believe that wellness should be affordable. Anybody who's eligible for Medicare can join Clever Care Medicare Advantage HMO plan. We also have another enrollment period coming up called the annual enrollment period. This is the most popular one, which takes place from October 15th to December 7th. And during this time, you can sign up for a new plan, you can switch plans, you can leave a plan, or simply just return to your original Medicare.
Many are adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
If you're going to count yourself as a fan of this radio station, you'll need to continuously ask yourself one basic question. Am I listening enough? Pro tip, wives are not a good source for input on this. This is the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio.
Many are adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
If you're going to count yourself as a fan of this radio station, you'll need to continuously ask yourself one basic question. Am I listening enough? Pro tip, wives are not a good source for input on this. This is the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio.
Many are adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
¿A dónde vas a ir?
On every mountain and valley you tread, through wind and rain, we're here with you. To shine a light when it gets dark, and to forge a path where it gets tough. Let Jackery Solar power all your hopes and dreams. Take you where you want to go, to the goals you chase, to the ones you love. Explore further with Jackery Solar. Jackery, 10 years on.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com. Your Health is brought to you by Clever Care Health Plan, your partners for comprehensive care.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.